Ever wondered why empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, is so crucial in our society? Well, empathy is like a superpower we all possess, a fundamental human quality that shapes societies worldwide. In a world that's growing ever more interconnected, empathy is not just a nice-to-have trait, it's an essential tool for building stronger, more compassionate communities, and a cornerstone for advancing social justice. You see, empathy fosters understanding. It's like a bridge providing a connection between individuals and groups with diverse backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives. When we actively practice empathy, we open ourselves to the lived experiences of others, inviting their world into ours. This enables us to see life from their viewpoint, to walk a mile in their shoes. And when we do this, magic happens. Prejudices lessen, stereotypes crumble, and biases begin to fade, making our society more inclusive and harmonious. But empathy isn't just about feeling what others feel, it's about acting on those feelings. It's about reaching out, lending a hand, standing up for others. It's about creating a society where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued. Empathy is the catalyst that can drive inclusivity and diversity in all aspects of society, from our workplaces to our schools, from our neighborhoods to our entire communities. When we genuinely empathize with those who have different identities, abilities, or backgrounds, we don't just understand their experiences, we become advocates for equality and inclusion. Empathy is also a critical tool in conflict resolution, a balm that soothes and heals. It allows individuals and groups in conflict to acknowledge each other's grievances and concerns. Through empathetic listening and validating emotions, we can work towards solutions that are fair and sustainable, reducing the potential for violence and discord. Empathy bridges gaps in understanding, reduces prejudice, and fosters a more inclusive society. It is a driving force behind social justice movements worldwide, fueling commitment to address issues such as racism, sexism, economic inequality, and human rights violations. As we navigate the complex challenges of our time, embracing empathy as a guiding principle can help us build a more just and harmonious world where everyone's experiences and voices are valued and respected. Empathy serves as a catalyst for inclusivity and diversity, creating more welcoming, innovative, and resilient environments. In our rapidly evolving world, the ability to empathize with those who possess different identities, abilities, and backgrounds is not just a virtue, it's an absolute necessity. Imagine a society where every person feels seen, heard, and valued for who they are, where diversity is celebrated, and everyone is given an equal opportunity to thrive. This is what empathy can achieve. It bridges the gap between understanding and acceptance, breaking down barriers that have been erected by prejudice, stereotypes, and biases. Let's consider our workplaces, for instance. When empathy is encouraged within these spaces, they transform into platforms for growth and innovation. The reason being, each employee, regardless of their background or identity, feels valued and included. They are more likely to contribute their unique insights and ideas, driving innovation and growth. Moreover, a diverse and inclusive workplace is also likely to be more resilient in the face of challenges, as it draws upon a wide range of perspectives and experiences. Beyond the workplace, empathy plays a profound role in shaping the fabric of our communities. It fosters a sense of belonging, reinforcing the idea that every voice matters. This sentiment of inclusivity extends to educational institutions as well. When students are taught to empathize with their peers who hail from different walks of life, it promotes a culture of respect, understanding, and mutual learning. But empathy isn't just about understanding, it's also about action. When we truly empathize, we don't just acknowledge the experiences and feelings of others. We also feel compelled to make a positive difference. We become advocates for equality and inclusion, standing up against discrimination and championing diversity in all aspects of society. In essence, empathy is the foundation upon which an inclusive and diverse society is built. It's the key to understanding and celebrating our differences, cultivating a sense of mutual respect, and fostering a community where everyone feels valued and included. When we genuinely empathize, we become advocates for equality and inclusion. Empathy is a critical tool in conflict resolution and peacemaking efforts. It's the magic ingredient that allows us to see beyond our own perspectives and truly understand the views of others. In the midst of conflict, empathy allows us to acknowledge the grievances and concerns of all parties involved. Imagine two individuals or groups, each with their own set of beliefs, values, and experiences. When conflict arises, it's easy to get lost in a sea of disagreement. But empathy acts as a compass, guiding us toward understanding. It encourages us to validate each other's emotions, to listen without judgment, and to navigate the turbulent waters of conflict together. Through empathetic communication, we can work toward solutions that are not just quick fixes, but fair and sustainable resolutions that take into account the needs and feelings of everyone involved. It's the path that leads us away from the precipice of violence and discord. Empathy reduces the potential for violence and discord. Empathy is a driving force behind social justice movements worldwide. A powerful statement, but what does it mean in practice? Let's delve into that. Picture this: a world where everyone's experiences are acknowledged, where the pain and suffering of marginalized groups are not just seen but deeply understood. This is the world that empathy can help us build. Empathy is more than just feeling sorry for someone. It's about stepping into their shoes, viewing the world through their lens, and understanding the systemic barriers they face. Let's take a look at the role of empathy in social justice movements. It is the fire that fuels activists' commitment to address issues like racism, sexism, and economic inequality. It's not enough to be aware of these issues. Empathy demands action. It compels us to question, to challenge, and to fight against injustice. With empathy, we don't just see inequality, we feel a moral obligation to rectify it. Empathy also plays an instrumental role in policy making. It's the bridge that connects lawmakers to the lived experiences of the people they represent. By empathizing with those who are marginalized or disadvantaged, policymakers can create laws and regulations that are more equitable and just. It's about understanding the impact of policies on all citizens, not just a select few. Another critical aspect of empathy and social justice is its power to foster collaboration and solidarity. Empathy breaks down walls, builds bridges, and unites people in common cause. It encourages us to stand shoulder to shoulder with those who are fighting for justice, amplifying their voices and strengthening their movements. However, empathy isn't about taking on someone else's fight. It's about supporting them in their struggle, advocating for their rights, and working to dismantle the systems that oppress them. This is how empathy fuels social justice movements, by inspiring us to work towards a world where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. In conclusion, by empathizing with marginalized communities, individuals and organizations can become advocates for change. Empathy is not a passive emotion, but a powerful catalyst for social justice. It's a call to action, a call to stand up, speak out, and fight for a fairer world. Educational institutions play a crucial role in nurturing empathy in future generations. Imagine a classroom where students are encouraged to step into the shoes of their peers, to understand their feelings, their perspectives. This is the power of empathy-based curricula and teaching methods. In such an environment, lessons go beyond textbooks. They delve into the realm of lived experiences, promoting a culture of understanding and respect. Students learn that every person's emotions, perspectives, and experiences matter. They learn to appreciate diversity, to listen actively, and to communicate with kindness and respect. These empathy skills, once honed, become a part of their identity, guiding their interactions and decisions beyond the classroom. They become the architects of a more inclusive and understanding society. Through empathy-focused education, we are not just raising mathematicians, scientists, or writers. We are fostering a generation of empathetic leaders, ready to confront and navigate societal challenges with understanding and compassion. Empathy in education not only creates more compassionate citizens, but also prepares young people to address societal challenges collaboratively. Empathy is not merely a passive feeling, but a call to action. It's the spark that lights the flame of change, inspiring individuals and communities to step forward and act. You see, when we understand and share the feelings of others, we're moved to do something about it. Consider volunteering. Those hours given freely are often powered by empathy. We see pain, need, or injustice, and we're motivated to step in and help. Or think about advocating for causes, standing up for those who cannot or are not heard. This advocacy is often born out of empathetic understanding of their struggles. And let's not forget about simple acts of kindness and support. When we empathize with a neighbor, a friend, or even a stranger, we're drawn to lend a hand, to offer support, to be there. Because empathy is more than just feeling, it's doing. Empathy motivates people to make a difference in their communities and the world. Empathy is a powerful force for good in society. This simple truth has been our guide as we explored the multifaceted role empathy plays in our lives. It fosters understanding, bridges gaps between diverse individuals and groups, and reduces prejudice. It's a catalyst for inclusivity and diversity, making our communities, workplaces, and institutions more welcoming, innovative, and resilient. In the realm of conflict resolution, empathy allows for the acknowledgement of each other's grievances, fostering solutions that are equitable and sustainable. It fuels social justice movements, helping us comprehend the pain of marginalized communities, and drives us to advocate for change, for justice, for equity. The seeds of empathy are sown in our educational institutions, shaping compassionate citizens ready to tackle societal challenges collaboratively. But empathy is not merely a feeling, it's a call to action, a motivation to effect positive change. Embracing empathy as a guiding principle can help us build a more just and harmonious world where everyone's experiences and voices are valued and respected.